Hi, I'm Mindy Foster, and it's a pleasure to tell you that we'll soon have the new CafeClub app ready. With it, anyone in the world, from any device, will be able to access the CafeClub TV programming. We are very excited to be able to present this new app to you soon. For not pronounced _wordu, follow us on our social networks and visit our website www.cafeclub.tv to be informed of these and other news. See you soon.
Hi guys, I am Helen Lombardi. Welcome to my show, Money Healer Show. Please subscribe to our show, CafeClub TV. You're gonna see the code in a minute, and you can subscribe and following us and join our journey. So today we are going to be talking about living paycheck to paycheck. How is living paycheck to paycheck such a myth or a taboo, or talking about this is such a, oh no, we don't want to talk about it? It's kind of a secret, right? Nobody wants to talk about it. It's kind of uncomfortable to talk about it. And of course, because it's such a deep-rooted subject, and it also affects with our emotional well-being. Why would we want to admit, oh no, we're living paycheck to paycheck? My point of bringing this subject today, it's so you are aware of it, and when you're aware of it, then you can make changes, and then you can change that for yourself or make it better for yourself. That way, you can change something that you're aware of. If you're not aware of it, how can you change it? Okay? That is the main reason I wanted to badly talk about this. One of the things that I will admit and I will love to discuss is the myth and the conception that the word living paycheck to paycheck has. I used to think very young that it had everything to do with the amount of money that you were earning. Meaning that if you earn very little money, then you're gonna most likely live paycheck to paycheck. And then if you were making a lot more money, then you're not gonna be living paycheck to paycheck because you have a lot of money to not be living paycheck to paycheck. Now, through all the experience that I had and all the experience and knowledge that I had acquired through these years, the truth is living paycheck to paycheck has nothing to do with the amount of money that you are earning or that you are receiving. It has nothing to do with anything, if anything, like at all. One has nothing to do with the other. What I mean by this is if you are a high earner and you're also a spender, then you are going to be waiting till next paycheck to be able to do any financial moves. Then you're living paycheck to paycheck. It does not matter how much you're earning. You can be earning 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and still be living paycheck to paycheck. You could be a millionaire and live paycheck to paycheck if you're spending millions as well. The amount of money that you're earning has nothing to do with the fact if you're living paycheck to paycheck. You have to have that very clear, and we have to take that myth out. The fact that you are earning a lot of money does not immediately make you a great manager of money. It just doesn't come magically with money. The opposite. It's very easy to get busy and to think that because you're earning great money, that you can spend it all, basically. That you can go 2-3 times out for dinner every weekend, spend tons of money at the grocery store, order takeout, on top of that, provide for everybody, and then go shopping every weekend, order online on top of that, and really get into the luxury lifestyle. And you're not investing your money, you're not producing your money, you're not making your money produce more money, and you're basically living paycheck to paycheck, right? And you have to have so much awareness to it, because that lifestyle is so easy to get used to, and nothing wrong with it if you can afford it. But you might have this conception that then when you make more money, then that's not going to happen. What happens is then you inflate your lifestyle again, and then you continuously going to be living paycheck to paycheck. So then when does a financial struggle ends? Apparently never, right? Seems like this financial struggle is never going to end if you're continuously living paycheck to paycheck. Are you planning and making moves to get residual income, passive income, and then at some point have the luxury of working if you want to? Not because you have to, but because you want to and have options, if so, one day when you're 65. But with no options, the only option you have is to work, maybe in something that you grew out of it already. That's not a nice place to be. That's not a nice place to be. That's not a good place to be, and that's not a good place to put yourself, right? Now, being aware of this situation that you are creating, maybe you're not aware of it. Most likely you're not aware of it, because who wants to do that? I had done it without awareness. If I was aware, I would have changed things, but I was not aware, right? But you can't change what you don't know, right? Now, understand your situation. Understand, am I living paycheck to paycheck? And how can you find out? Very simple. If you find yourself always waiting for your next paycheck to come, and your paycheck is coming, it's already, you already had to spend it, and you're not feeding your savings, you're not feeding your financial security, you're not investing your money, then you are. If that credit card keeps creeping up, then you are. And it's not just you, you're not alone. This is a little big secret, right? Why? Because the statistics shows otherwise. Why? Okay, so 61% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, more than half. So you're not alone. And ironically, right, the statistics of people making over 6 figures in, let's say, Nassau or New York are a certain percentage. But yet, how many people you see driving a $50,000 car? So they're not making 6 figures, and they're driving a $50,000 to $60,000 car. How many BMWs you see? How many Lexus? How many Mercedes? Have you seen that? Have you noticed that? So you see, the mall is packed always. Like, so there is money always around, but doesn't mean they're making more money than you, or that they're not living paycheck to paycheck. because statistics show otherwise. The numbers don't lie. And the numbers don't show that half of the population are making 6 figures. And then how can they be affording these cars? Right? If you go through that. If you go through that lifestyle. So don't feel bad about your situation, thinking that everybody else is doing better than you financially. Most likely, it's all a show. But if you want to make a change, then you have to start for yourself, and you have to start looking at your financial picture. You have to start looking within, and you have to start looking what do you want, and in 5 years or 10 years from now, how do you want your financial life to look? Right? What do you want to accomplish with your finances? You have to. You have to very, very deeply get to those places, because if not, you're always going to be struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. And it will never end. It will not end with more money. It will not end with another better job, or it will not end if you want the lotto. It will not end. Realize if you're living paycheck to paycheck, make a plan to get out of that cycle. It's so important because it's a cycle. But you have to make a plan to get out of that cycle. Without a plan, you're going to be there your whole life. And you're going to look back one day, you're 65, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I earned all this money. I earned multiple 6 figures, and I have not much to count for myself. Can you imagine you're making $200,000 to $500,000 a year? In 5 years, if you didn't inflate your lifestyle, and you, let's say, would have keep it simple, you could have turned that into millions. But how many high earners that are earning $150,000 or $200,000 or $500,000 can say and can look after 5 or 10 years and say, I have millions in the bank? How many people are really doing that? Right? Because that is the FIRE movement. I don't know if you heard of it. FIRE movement, it's financial independence, retire early. Right? You maximize your savings, you maximize your investing, and you live a very simple life, and you keep your expenses very low. I love that approach, but it's not for everybody. But if you see it differently, look into FIRE, see what you think, see if that resonates. But if you think about this, you're earning really, really good money or great money in 5, 10, 15 years. What can you be accomplishing with that money if you're not constantly inflating your lifestyle? If you're constantly not living paycheck to paycheck, what can you be accomplishing? I bet you a lot. I bet you a lot. Anyways, so I love to share this with you guys. I want you to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to like if you enjoy this information, if you're learning something, right? Don't forget to follow us, to follow our show also. And I hope you're enjoying our show today. Another misconception about living paycheck to paycheck, it's the shame involved in it. It's a shameful thing. Why? Everybody seems to be doing it, right? But yeah, no one talks about it, obviously. Why will we? But we're doing it. More than half of the population are doing it. 61%, to be exact. Right? But then we glamorize being really bad with money. We glamorize girl math, as we see on social media. Yeah, it can be funny. But the truth is, there's nothing glamorous about being exhausted thinking about money constantly because you're living paycheck to paycheck. That is exhausting. There's nothing glamorous about that. There's nothing glamorous about having a Chanel bag and not having a home, not owning your own home. There's nothing glamorous about having all this luxury stuff and having nothing for yourself, having no investments, having no retirement money, no emergency money. There's nothing glamorous about that. So you shouldn't have any shame. The real shame will be that you don't do anything about it. And then again, you're 65 one day and you're realizing that 10 years ago you were making all this amount of money and that you wasted it. That it went to waste. You have to be smart with your money. Be smart with the money. Okay, so there's no shame. If you are living paycheck to paycheck, you realize you're living paycheck to paycheck, then make a plan. Start holding yourself accountable. And start looking into putting together a spending plan or a budget. Start doing that. So in that way, you are able to have organization and a structure on your spending. I had a show before that talked about a spending plan. So you can go back and get some ideas on where to start and how to start. Okay, if you need help, hey, you can always reach out. But start with a spending plan. There's no shame. The opposite. It's very empowering. To know where everything is going, it's like organizing your money. We organize our closets, we organize our homes, we organize our kitchen, we organize things. We have to organize our money as well. Right? Yes. Totally. We have to organize our money. Okay? Another thing that also you can do, if you feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't even know where to start anymore, you can reach out for help. You can reach out for help, and can be me or can be anyone that can hold you accountable or teach you skills, financial skills, okay, that will teach you how to manage your money. Clearly, the fact that you're earning substantial amount of money doesn't mean or doesn't make you merely good with money. It's a skill. And if you never thought you'll counter these amounts of money, most likely you're going to, be like, woo, because you weren't ready for it. So you need help, right? If you don't know how to work out, you go get a coach. Go get a coach. Get help. Get help for someone to help you manage your money or learn how to. It will be a waste earning good money and then just letting it melt away because you didn't know better. It would be a shame. Okay, so that is one of the most important things that I think you should know today. If you feel like you are living paycheck to paycheck, you know you're living paycheck to paycheck, and you're earning great money, get help. Find a way to get someone to help you. Learn the skills. You're able to learn anything. You think you're not good at doing money, or you think you're not good with money? Get help for someone to teach you how to be better with money. Even if it's 5% better, still better. 10% better, still better. Still better than before. Right? That's still a improvement. So get someone to help you. All right. Another thing that I love, actually, if you think that saving when you have a great or a good income, then make your savings automatic. Make sure that your savings account are taking money out of your checking account every month, every paycheck. Okay? That way, you're not even seeing that money. And if it's better, if you make it not easy accessible to you, that's even better. So you're not touching that account. That way, you kind of force yourself to save. You literally will force yourself to save money. If that's the only way, that's the only way. Right? What else? Also, I love to share with you guys. Oh, that's my profile. Please use me as a resource. Have questions, more than happy to answer. But there you'll find a episode on a spending plan. Also, you'll find it on CafeClub TV as well. Okay, so everything that I'm telling you, it's because I had lived it, and the only times, even when I was making more money, I was still spending more. And then how is it that you are doing better? If you're making more money and spending more money, how much are you keeping in the end? Because that is the real question. How much are we keeping? How much are we saving? Right? How much are we investing? You don't save to save either. You have to invest that money. How much are we using to go away? How much we're using to enjoy our lives as well? Money is a tool. So if you're just using it all to, this lifestyle and all this stuff, like what it's left for meaningful things in your life? What it's left to really use that money for really, really meaningful things, right? What's of value to you, right? Like, have you ever traveled to this place that you always wanted to travel your whole life and you've been saying no because why? You don't have the money or the time? And was it really the money? Most likely not. But you're spending other things because you're not being conscious and you're not being mindful. We all do it, right? And I love to bring these to attention so you become more mindful. And then you spend that money on things that mean something to you. Not to me, not to someone else, not to people you see on social media, to you. What's of meaning to you? And then from there, you can make better choices financially. Okay, so start by assessing if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Most likely, you're watching this show, you are. Most likely, right? Can be wrong, but most likely. And if you are, start assessing your spending and your income, right? What is it's being spent and how much are you bringing in? And if you're not willing to cut any or reduce the cost, then you have to bring more money in. And if you're going to bring more money in to spend more, then you're defeating the purpose. You're bringing more money in, it's so you're able to balance things out because you're spending a lot, right? So assess that. If you have some wiggle room and you're able to put some money in your savings automatically, do it. And force yourself into saving the money, and don't touch that money. Don't save it and then say, oh, I need it for a ticket that I didn't know I was going to get, or the registration of this vehicle or whatever, because then you're not saving money. Okay, so I hope that this helps you to be conscious and to be aware that living paycheck to paycheck doesn't have to be a thing. And you can get out of that so you can start building wealth for yourself and for your family. Because ultimately, that's the goal. To build something, to create something for yourself. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed my show today. This was a Money Healer show. I hope you absorb the information you're getting, okay? Because it's so important, and this can help you, and then you knowing better, then you can tell your kids better. You can teach future generations about being better with their finances, right? So this is a domino effect. If you do well financially, you can teach your family to do good financially. If you're not doing well financially, how you can teach your family to do good financially? It doesn't work that way. Okay? I hope it helps you. And I hope you enjoy my show today, Money Healer Show. You have the code on the screen right there. You can follow me on social media. I'm always posting mindful things and financial tips, and I'm very active on social media. So follow me. And I hope you enjoy today's show. We'll see each other next week. And my name is Helen Lombardi. Thank you for watching my show. Bye.
Wow.